The Adsorb-it was actually invented by Jerry Brownstein, and he and I met at a rooftop mixer, and he had this product and I had the environmental experience. I've been in the environmental industry as a remediation contractor, solving environmental problems for about 40 years. And his product was just a perfect fit, and I could see the advantages to it, and just carried that forward, taking the fabric that he had created and making it into usable products. And we offer a product that solves a problem. You know, for example, the stormwater permits in the state of Washington now require no visible oil in water, and the no visible oil is totally satisfied simply by passing any kind of stormwater through our fabric. It's a very simple process. What you find is everything is dollar driven. We've developed a disposable mentality. Disposable meaning I can't see it anymore, it's not my problem. So then it becomes the world's problem. So we have islands of floating plastic and another variety of environmental issues. But one of the things is the cost of the product and changing people's mindset to a reusable product as opposed to a disposable product. Because their initial response is, oh my God, this is way more expensive than the disposable product that I've been using. So what appeared to be way more expensive on the front end, i.e. 5 times more expensive on the front end, was actually negligible on the back end. Doing it green, doing it the right way, is initially going to cost more money until green becomes a way of life, and then all of a sudden it's on an even keel with the other expenses. But it's like anything new, any novel invention. It costs more to get it started than it does to maintain it. Gulf oil spill was a sad situation. BP started hemorrhaging oil from one of their wells, and people lost their lives. And when that settled down, the initial response, ironically, was our standard response, which is to use the white polypropylene booms to address the oil spill. And one of the first things that happened with a major spill of that size is they used up all of the options. They used up all of the white polypropylene booms that were available. BP was looking for other more sophisticated technologies, and this is all through the contractors that were working for BP, the cleanup contractors. And these cleanup contractors, through their staff and through their acquaintances, approached us regarding possible implementation of the fabric in the Gulf oil spill scenario. And what we ended up doing was providing them the fabric, and they turned it into an oil fence, which would address their needs, because their problem was, again, we just decided to find out what the problem was, you know, because if we're out in the middle of the ocean trying to pick up crude oil, our fabric is not the most effective way to do it. But if you have oil sheen and oil migrating towards the shoreline, our fabric is the most effective way to address it, because that incoming water can then pass through the fabric and the oil is held in the fabric. So it was an application and a need driven by the fact that other options had been exhausted. My role in the Gulf oil spill cleanup was pretty much coordinating and ensuring that the people in the Gulf had the resources they needed. Worked directly with Jerry Brownstein, the inventor of the fabric, and produced and delivered many truckloads, many hundreds of miles of fabric that was deployed down there. It surprised me when some of the politicians felt that their bigger focus than the environment was the tourist trade. Globally, okay, and nationally, there's a barrier between the political machine and the clean tech machine, and that barrier needs to be crossed. That's kind of what we were talking about at this previous meeting, is getting a set of of rules and regulations so that everybody's on the same page. The WCTA has a very good focus with some very good companies, but to be green, why? Because that's the popular thing to do. And I've found a lot of businesses are very driven towards the green aspects of it, like Methuen and McKinstry. Those folks, they're very driven towards the green aspects of it.